When humans began measuring the world, they didn't start with machines. They started with their bodies. A foot, a handspan, a pace, a stick cut to length. For thousands of years, that was enough. Builders, farmers, and engineers relied on simple tools and shared understanding. If something lined up, it worked. If it didn't, it was adjusted. The ancient Egyptians built monuments that still stand today using cords, rods, shadows, and stars. Not precision as we define it now, but consistency. And that idea, that agreement matters more than perfection, quietly shaped civilization. Measurement solved a problem humans didn't yet have words for. It created trust. If a field measured the same length every year, it could be taxed. If a stone weighed the same everywhere, it could be traded. If time could be divided, work could be organized. Measurement turned relationships into systems, and systems scale. What began as a practical convenience became the foundation of administration, commerce, and power. Early humans lived by cycles, through things like the sunrise, the seasons, and the harvests. But once time was divided into hours, minutes, and seconds, it became something that could be owned. Clocks didn't just tell time, they controlled it. Workdays were standardized, schedules enforced, productivity measured. Time stopped being experienced and started being managed. That single shift changed how humans related to labor, rest, and value. Maps are among humanity's most powerful inventions. They flatten reality, simplify terrain, and turn landscapes into symbols. Early surveyors used ropes and angles. Later, they used coordinates and grids. The world became something that could be planned, borders drawn, land divided, resources allocated. But maps don't show rivers flooding. They don't show communities. They don't show lived experience. They show what can be measured and hide what cannot. Over time, measurement stopped being a tool and started being a proxy for truth. If something could be counted, it mattered. If it couldn't, it was dismissed. Population, output, profit, growth. Numbers gained moral weight. Decisions became defensible not because they were right, but because they were measurable. When intelligence was measured, it was done with good intentions, to understand, to educate, to compare. But intelligence is not a single thing. It's contextual, cultural, situational. Once intelligence was reduced to a score, systems began optimizing for the score, not the mind. Education shifted from learning to performance. Understanding became secondary to ranking. In factories, measurement brought efficiency. Tasks were timed, movements optimized, output maximized. This worked for machines, but humans aren't machines. They don't take into account the human factors like fatigue, creativity, care, and insight. These don't fit neatly into metrics, yet systems built on measurement struggle to value what they can't quantify. Measurement gave us consistency, scale, coordination, but it also narrowed our vision. What we stopped measuring often stopped mattering: care work, community, meaning, context. These were never absent. They were simply invisible to the systems we built. Today, algorithms measure engagement, governments measure success through GDP, individuals measure worth through metrics and targets. All of it traces back to ancient ideas: the stick, the shadow, the count. The tools didn't change, their reach did. The danger isn't measurement itself, it's forgetting what it is: a model, a simplification, a compromise. When we mistake measurement for reality, we design systems that look efficient but feel wrong. Because people don't live in averages, they live in moments. Measurement helped us build the world, but it also taught us to see the world in fragments. The challenge now isn't to abandon measurement, it's to remember its limits. Sometimes a stick is enough, Not because it's precise, but because it keeps humans in the loop. Join us every Sunday for deeper stories, bigger questions, and long-form explorations that go beyond the short videos. Because knowledge doesn't stop at 60 seconds.
Thanks for watching. This is 60-second knowledge now extended. Because curiosity doesn't stop at 60 seconds. Subscribe on YouTube and follow us on TikTok.